Hi everyone, I wish you a very happy new year to all of you. So let's start today's class. So in the last class we have seen the material ledger activation, right? So we have seen the mandatory settings for the material master creation. So today we will be looking into the material master creation and whatever things are required for material master creation. Let's say in that material master there will be some mandatory fields or there will be some required fields will be there, so we will be looking into that. And apart from that we will be looking into what are the changes are there in the material master in the S4 HANA. Okay, so let's start. So we will go to mm01 and we will try to create a purchase order, create a material. Okay, so here we have already seen the material type and we have already seen the industry sector, but we have not created any industrial sector and any material type, and I'm not sure about this online server whatever things are there. So let's create a material type and let's create a industry sector, then we can go to create the material master. Okay, let's open a new screen. So here you can go to SPRO. From the SPRO you can go to logistics general. So here you can go to logistics general. From the logistics general you can go to material master. In the material master you can find field selection. So inside the field selection you will be finding the industry sector and industry specific field selection. Let's go here. Let's see if the mechanical industry is there. Let's go to position, industry sector, let's say M. Okay, so mechanical engineering is there. We will be selecting this one and we will be copying this one. Okay, so industry sector, let's say we will take as N if it is there. Let's see, we will create this as, okay, so N is not there. Let's see if 0 is there. Okay, so 0 is available, so we have created the industry sector as Nissan industry. Okay, so field reference it will take from the mechanical industry as a field reference. Okay, so we don't have to create the industry description and all, we don't have to create that one. So means the details in which industry will operate, it will take the default field reference from the mechanical industry type. Okay, so no problem, we can just save it. So we have created the industry sector. Now we need to create the material type. So we will create a custom material type. So we can go to the basic settings. Here we can go to the material types. Here we can go to define attribute of material type. So here also we will go to ROH. Let's see. So ROH is also, this one has been customized as I have said. So don't worry, we will copy it. Okay, just select this one and click on copy. So we will be creating, let's say an ROH if it is there. Let's say this one. Okay, I believe we have created this one. Okay, so here you can select this nraw and field reference. You can take this ROH. I'm not sure still if it is changed or some field reference has been changed, but this is the basic thing. This is what you have to select. Okay, field reference and screen reference material type you have to select as ROH, so that your material type means screens, what screen will come one after another and what fields will be there, it will be depend on the ROH material type. Means as per the ROH material selection, it will take the field reference and it will take the screen references also. Okay. So here one thing we need to check. So here work scheduling, you have to remove it. Okay. And you have to remove production, you have to remove it. Sales, you have to remove it. Okay, so basically these things we don't require for raw material. So work scheduling, it is more related to your production side. Okay, and production resources and tools, because we are not doing going to produce this material, because these are raw material, these will be needed to create some production. So for these material we will be not needing the production. Sales also, we don't need the sales view for the raw material. So for raw material, you are not going to sell the raw material. Okay, you are going to sell, let's say if you are going to sell the raw material, then it will be a trading material, not a raw material. Okay, now external purchase orders, we can see this is allowed. Okay, external purchase orders are allowed. Internal purchase order, we have to select it as 0. Okay, means internal purchase orders are not allowed. Okay, so here the price control is selected as we can select as S also, no problem. So account category reference 0001. For the time being, we are taking this one. Then in the next, whenever we are going to, let's say the material group configuration, or let's say we are going to valuation classes, then we can see account category reference if we can change or we can do some modification or not. Okay, so for now it is fine. Just hit enter. Okay, so now just click on OK. Okay, now select this one, click on quantity and value updating. So here you have to find your valuation area, that is, I believe N100 was there, right? So for N100, you can see the quantity updating and value updating has been selected, right? So you have to check this one. The quantity updating and value updating should be updated for the raw materials. Okay, for raw materials it will be required, because you are going to update or you are going to store the material, and also you are going to need the valuation of the product. So that's why quantity updating and value updating should be updated here. So just save this one. So now we have created the material type and we have created the industry sector. Okay, so this is the primary requirement for creating a material type. So here we can see industry sector and material type. So industry sector we will be taking as, let's see if 0 is there. Okay, let's refresh the screen. Okay, now see 0 Nishan is coming. Now material type we can take as N, this one. We can take this one. Now just enter, and we will be selecting only 4 views, that is basic data 1, and we will be selecting the purchasing, we will be selecting the storage one, and we will be selecting the accounting one. Make this as default settings. So whenever you come to the material screen, by default these 4 screens will be selected. Okay, now click on organizational label. Here plant we have taken N100, storage location, let's say RM00. Click on OK. Now here you can see material number is this one. Description we can put as sorry, test raw material. Okay, test raw material Nissan one, you can put anything. Okay, you can put any description over here, whatever things you are creating, you can just put the names over here. So first thing is base unit of measure. What is a base unit of measure? Base unit of measure is how we are going to measure that product or this material, how we are going to measure it. So basically you can define it in any unit of measures are available, means many units of measures are available. You can take kg, inches, or let's say inches, or you can take anything like any base unit of measure is there, you can take from that. Okay, so we will go for kg, kilogram. Okay, so we will be selecting this one as per your requirement, or if you are working in any environment or you are working in a real environment, so as per your material base unit, you can take a base unit of measure. Okay, now next one is a material group. Okay, so what is a material group? So material group will be let's say the material will be again classified into the material groups. Okay, let's say you will be having some steel materials, let's say you will be having some rubber materials. If we say about the automobile sector, or if we say about the manufacturing or mechanical industry, so there will be some steel materials, there will be some rubber materials, there will be some let's say glass material, there will be different kinds of material will be there, which will be coming again under the raw materials. Okay, to manufacture this let's say plastic type of material, you will be needing some plastic raw material, so that might be a plastic material group, it belongs to a plastic material group. Let's say you are going to manufacture some parts from the steel item, so steel item will be a material group. So you can create different material groups, or you can assign the existing material groups also. You can go to the drop down, and here you can find the material groups, whatever material groups are there you can find over here. So here you can find the electrical, here you can find the organic material, you can see the water, you can see okay, here you can see the organics. Mechanical is the industry sector, so this is not right, someone might have created. Okay, so here also you can see, here you can see screw will be a material group. Okay, so you can define it under screws, there will be multiple types of screws, so you can define the screws also. Okay, so similarly you can see here you can see one glass material, glass type of material is there, wood type of material is there, metal type of material is there. Okay, steel type of material is there, so you can create these kind of material groups also, you can create to again categorize the material into different category. Okay, so we are just selecting any existing material group. If required, you can create a material group also. Okay, so how you can create a material group? Okay, so let's create a material group and see. So we can go to the next screen. So here you can go to SPRO. Here we can go to reference IMG. Here you have to go to material management. Here we have to go to purchasing. Inside the purchasing, you are having material master. So here you are having, okay, sorry, not here. You can go to, wait, you can again go to the logistics general. Okay, so from the logistics general, you can go to material master. In the material master, you can go to settings for key fields. Okay, just expand this one. Here you can find the define the material groups. So click on this one. So here you can see there are material groups are there. So if you want to create a new material group, so you can create a new material group. So go to new entries. So here you can see the material group. Let's say we will say N100. Okay, we will say N100. Material group description, you can add a description. So let's say we will be saying as a rubber material. Okay, we are taking as a rubber material. So just enter this one. Okay, so now you can save this one. Let's see if it is showing over here or not. And 100 will take. Okay, so it is showing. We will take the N100. Okay, so now the next field is old material number. Let's say if you are using the let's say the legacy system or your old ERP system, you are having a old ERP system, or your business is using any other material number before SAP, let's say they are using some other material number. So that also you can take it as a reference, you can mention over here. Okay, so external material group, similarly you can take any kind of external material group. Let's say in the legacy system you are having a material group, so that also you can take it as a reference over here. Okay, so next one, here you can see cross plant material status. So material, you can block the material from, let's say for the cross plant, means across the plant you can block the material. So here you can go to the drop down, here you can see, so for which thing you are going to block it. So blocking for procurement, block for procurement. Okay, so these are, I believe someone has created. So you can select any kind of things from here. Let's say you are going to block for any kind of reason, you are going to block that material across the plant. So you can select it from here. So that is all about the general data. These are the mandatory fields are there. Okay. These are the some of the important fields are there. Next one is dimensions and EAN. This is basically required for the WM module. Okay, or if your material is going to be let's say stored in, mostly it will be stored in the warehousing label, these will be important. Okay, these things will be important. What is the gross weight, what is the net weight, what is the volume? Based on this it will be calculating the size of the product, weight of the product, and it will be finding the proper storage bin for that one, how it will be stored in the warehouses. Okay, mostly this will be required for that one. EN and UPC, this is like a let's say product ID or product number. This will be given by the internal, let's say European Union of Commerce. It will be given by them. Okay, so they will be providing this number. You can add that number over here. Okay, it is just like we are having in India, we are having IS, okay, Indian standard. Okay, so similarly, you are means every part, which part is manufactured in India, it will be having a IS part, IS with a number. Okay, so you can find in the most of the things you can find a IS number. Okay, similarly, this is for the globalization. Okay, EN and UPC number, it will be given by the international commerce team, or I believe it will be European Union will provide the number. Okay, so this is mostly dimensions and UN. These are required for your WM model, and if you are going to track this product, or if you are going to manage this product based on the EN category, so these things will be given over here. Next thing is packaging material. This is also required for the WM model. So if the WM model is there, or whenever we are going to see the WM model, we can see these information. Okay, so here you can see languages maintained 0. You can go to basic data text, you can maintain a language, you can maintain it in a different languages also. You can maintain some of the information, let's say description and all, you can maintain in different languages. Okay, so that's all about our basic data. So let's just click on enter. So when you click on enter, it will go to the next page. So next page is purchasing page. So here in the purchasing, here you can have the base unit measure. It is getting copied from the basic data one. Here you are having a order unit. Okay, what is the order unit? In which unit you are going to order? Let's say something, let's say if the base unit is in kg, but you are going to order it in ton. Okay, or you are going to order it in quintal. Okay, so you can add a order unit over here. Okay, let's say I will be storing this product, or I'll be measuring this product based on this kg unit, but I can order this material on ton or on quintal. I can have a different ordering unit also, so I can mention that. Okay, next one is variable order unit. So you here you can provide here if you want to activate or not. If you are making it active, then you will be able to change the order unit in the purchase order itself. Okay, you can be able to change it. Next one is here purchasing group. Okay, so purchasing group also you can create a purchasing group. So purchasing group is basically, I believe you know, it is a floating unit. Okay, so this will be, let's say this will be a group which will be procuring for the this material group. Okay, so for this material group there will be a purchasing group will be there. Okay, so purchasing group, it is not like, it is not related to any material group or related to any material type or related to any purchasing organization. This is a floating unit. Okay, we can use it, we can create it, and means the purchasing group will be created under your client and it can be used across the plant. If you are creating one purchasing group, you can use it in a multiple company code, multiple let's say plants also, you can use the same purchasing group. Okay, so you can create a purchasing group or you can use the existing one. Okay, let's see how we can create the purchasing group. So you can go to here, just go back. So here you can go to the, let's just minimize this one. So here you can go to the material management. From the material management, you can go to the purchasing. Inside the purchasing, here you can see there is a create purchasing groups. Okay, so just click on this one. So here you can find these are the some of the purchasing group. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's create a new entry. So purchasing group we will be create NI1. Okay, so description is Nissan purchasing group. So you can maintain the different things over here. Just enter. Now save it. So we have created NI1. Let's see if the NI1 is there. Okay, so it is there. We can have the this purchasing group. So this purchasing group, as per the requirement, let's say it is only required to procure, or it is only required to purchase the this material group, or any kind of things it is required, so you can maintain like this one. Okay, so purchasing group is basically, it is a, we can say, as per the functionality, we can say purchasing department or purchasing organization will be further divided into purchasing groups, which will be responsible for procuring the different types of material. Okay, as per the requirement. So in some of the cases or in some of the plants, each material group will be each material group will be related to one purchasing group, and that purchasing group can procure that material group materials. Okay, so in some cases it is there. Okay, so you can see, you have to see what is the requirement in your plant or in your company codes. Okay, so next one. Okay, so next one, here we can see plant specific material status. So you can also block the material related to your plants only. Okay, so here you can see this is the same thing. If you want to block the material, or if you want to block for procurement, if you want to block for the let's say for manufacturing or anything, if you are want to block it, you can block it, but this is only for the plant. Okay, which plant we are creating, for which plant we have entered, this will be active for this plant only. Okay, this is the for plant only. If you are going to block this under the basic data one, that will be for the all the plants, cross plant material. This is only plant specific. Okay, now next indicator, here you can see there is a automatic PO indicator is there. Okay, so you need to select this indicator in case you are going for a automatic PO. Okay, in next classes or in some classes we will be looking into it, what is a automatic PO, how you can create a automatic PO, what are the requirements for that one, we will be looking into it. Okay, now the next indicator is batch management. So in the ECC, we are only having this batch management indicator, but here we can see there is a batch management plant indicator is also there. So here you can see there is a batch management indicator is there, and here there is a batch management plant indicator is there. So once you are selecting this one, the once you are selecting this one, the batch management plant will be selected by default when you are going to extend this material to other plants. Okay, whenever you are going to create this, by default it will be selected, and in the ECC version you have to check or uncheck it. Okay, but by default it will be selected for the next whenever you are going to extend this material. Okay, so if you do not need it, then you can remove it, but by default it will be getting selected. Okay, so this is all about our general data. So next one is purchasing value keys. So purchasing value keys, here you can create a purchasing value key where you can define this reminders. Okay, reminders to the vendor, like there will be whenever you are providing a purchase order, you can just send the reminders to the vendor. Okay, so this is all about the reminders to the vendor, shipping instruction, delivery tolerance. These things you can maintain in a purchasing value key. So how you can create a purchasing value key? So here you can go to the, let's say we will go to SPRO. Here we can go to the reference IMG. Here we can go to the material management. Here we can go to the purchasing. From the purchasing, you can go to material master. Here you can see first thing is define shipping instruction. Second is define purchasing value keys. Okay. Now click on shipping instruction. So here you can create a shipping instruction also. Here there are three shipping instructions are already there. So you can select this one, click on compliance. So here you can see 100.1 point. Okay, these are already shipping instruction has been given. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you want to create a new shipping instruction, you can create it, go to new entries, or you can copy from here. Anyways you can create. Okay, I'm not creating anything shipping instruction. I'll be just using this v1. Okay, there is nothing much in it. I will be creating, I'll be taking this v1 as the shipping instruction. Now next one is purchasing value key. Click on this one. So here you can go to the new entries. So we will create a new purchasing value key. Let's say I will be creating NI01. Okay. So deadline first reminder when you are going to give it. Let's say before 5 days I will be giving first reminder. Before 3 days I will be giving second reminder. On the 0th day, 0 day means whenever the actual GR will be required or actual material will be required on that day, I'll be giving a third reminder. If you are selecting this acknowledgement required, then whenever the reminders are sent, vendor will provide a acknowledgement to you that we are receiving the reminders. Okay, next one is here you can see GRIR control. So delivery tolerances are there. Here you can see the under delivery, here you can see the over delivery. So how much quantity you are expecting from the vendor? Let's say you are providing a purchase order of 100 to the vendor. Let's say vendor is sending you 100, or they are sending you 200, or they are sending you 500. So there will be a tolerance how much material is permissible they can send. Okay, either they can send 110, or they can send 90 quantities, or they can send 80 quantities. So you can maintain a delivery tolerance over here. So here we can see tolerance under delivery. So under delivery is less delivery, so we can say as a, let's say 10%. I will say 10%. Okay, so here I can say delivery is, here also I will take over delivery, also I will take 10%, under delivery also I will take 10%. Less than that, system will give a error or warning message based on your settings. Okay, based on your message setting, it will give you a warning message. If you are selecting this unlimited over delivery, then if you are providing a purchase order of 100, they can send you 1,000 material also, you can receive that one if you are selecting this unlimited delivery. Then shipping instruction, we have seen the shipping instruction, we can take as v1, which is already available or created over there. We can take this one. Okay, so now just save this one. So we have created NI01. We can take this NI01 over here. Okay, so data here it is automatically taking from the purchasing value key. Shipping instruction, under delivery, over delivery, and this reminders, everything is copied from the purchasing value key. So here next one is GR processing time. Okay, so GR processing time you can provide like in how many days you are going to process the GR. Let's say you are receiving the material, in how many days you can process the GR, or you can enter the GR document. Okay, that is required for that one. Next one is here you are having a post to inspection stock. These are grayed right now. It is showing as a gray because for this notification it is showing as gray, but normally you can enter this. Okay, we will see just in a minute, we'll be seeing. So post to inspection stock, let's say you are receiving this material and directly you want to send this to a inspection stock. You have to inspect the material, then you have to receive the material, then you can click on this. Okay, critical part, if this material is a critical part to any material or any production material or finished material or semi-finished material, you can click on this critical part. Okay, if source list is selected, then you have to create a source list in a mandatory for procurement of this material. Okay, JIT scheduled indicator, this is more related to your MRP scenario. We will be looking into it in a later phase. Right now there will be a very overloaded information will be there. Okay, so mostly you can see GR processing time, inspection stock, that will be enough for you. Source list also you can select the source list. So now you can just hit enter. So now it is coming to the next page. Let's go back to the previous page. Okay, so if we go to the purchasing, so now here you can see these indicators are active. Okay, so I can select this one. Days I will take, let's say 2 days as a GR processing time. Now enter again. It will take you to the third page. So this is basically your storage data. Okay, this is storage location data. Okay, here you can see RMD00 is coming. So this is related to your storage location data, how you are going to store the product. Okay, now here you can see the base unit of measure is kg, which is taking from the basic data one. Next thing here you can see unit of issue. Let's say I'm receiving it kg or I'm storing it in kg, but I will let's say issue it in grams, or I will issue it in packets, or any other unit of issue is there, I can maintain that one over here. Let's say any other if any other units of issue is there, you can add it over there. Okay, so storage bin, if you want to create a storage bin, then you can assign a storage bin here, but it is mostly required if you are not using the WM model and still you are using a storage bin concept. Okay, if your handling unit is there and storage bin is there, so you can create a storage bin and you can assign it. Okay, so these are all things like storage bin, temperature condition, container requirement, hazardous material, storage conditions, these are all required to your WM model. Okay, if you are using the WM model, then you don't have to maintain it over here. If you are not using it, but still you are having this information, okay, then you have to create these fields also. Storage bin, temperature condition, you can create a temperature condition if the material is related to some temperature constants. Okay, some material needs to be stored in the below 10 degrees Celsius or below 20 degrees Celsius. There will be some materials like that one also, right? So you can create some temperature condition, you can maintain, but this information only for the information purpose. Okay, you cannot see or you cannot check anything. This is only for the information purpose, so that whenever it go to the store, so they will be able to understand, okay, this needs to be stored in a lower temperature condition or in a temperature condition. Same with the hazardous material. If the material is a hazardous material, hazardous means dangerous material. Let's say if it is a dangerous material and there will be some instruction will be there how to store that product. So you can create a hazardous material. First you have to create a hazardous material, then you have to enter that hazardous material number over here. Okay, Next one is here you can see the CC means cycle counting, physical inventory. We will be looking this indicator once we are going to the physical inventory process. Then we will be looking this one, what is the requirement, what is the use of this one. Okay. So here you can see we have selected in the previous screen that batch management. Here you can see the batch management plant is coming as automatically selected. We have not selected in the previous screen, but it is coming as automatically selected. Okay. So when you are going to extend the material also, this batch management plant will be automatically selected. This is added in the S4HANA. In before ECC version, we are only having one indicator for batch management. Now we are having two indicators for batch management. Okay. Now next one is here you can see the shelf life data. So shelf life data is, let's say, most of the items or most of the things that will be having a expiry date, right? So there will be some period of use of that one. Let's say you are buying some, if we take an example, if you are buying some milk product, if you are buying some dairy product, so that will be having a expiry date. Let's say you are having some biscuits, or if you are having some, let's say any kind of material you are having, let's say you are using a laptop also, it will be having a expiry date. So based on that, there will be some maximum storage period will be there. Let's say when you want to, how much time you can store it over there, when you have to dispatch it, when you have to sell it. Okay, so those data will be required. So for raw material, it is not for the sale, but raw material it is for whenever you are going to issue it, or whenever you are going to issue it to the production or any departments, right? So what will be the maximum storage period? What is the minimum remaining shelf life? Okay, so this will be related to that part if the material is related to expiry. Okay, if it is not related to expiry, so we don't maintain the shelf life data. Shelf life is basically what is your life period when you are like till how much period you can keep it under a shelf, or you can keep it in a warehouse or in a storage location. That is basically called a shelf life. Okay, so here this will be related to your shelf life data. In some time we can discuss about the shelf life data. What is the shelf life data, what is the require, what are the different kinds of issues are related to shelf life data that we get in the real environment. So we will be discussing those in a later phase. Okay, in that time we will be discussing details on it. Right now we are not discussing about it. So that is all about the plant data or storage one view. Let's just click enter. Now this one is the accounting one view. Okay, so here you can see the screen is different. If you have already worked in the ECC version, so you can see the screen is different from the ECC version. Okay, now here you can see there is a valuation class is there. Okay, valuation category is there. Here you can see the material ledger active is showing over here. Okay, so this thing was not there in the ECC version. So here you can see the currency type, here you can see the ledger, here you can see the currency, here you can see the valuation. So these things are added in the S4HANA. Okay, now let's see the valuation class. Okay, so valuation class we can take from the existing, or you can create a new valuation class also. I believe you know how to create a valuation class, right? So we are taking this valuation class over here. Please mention in the comment if you want to, if you don't know about the valuation class, if you want to know how to create a valuation class, please comment in the comment section. So we will be looking into it. Okay. So now this is the mandatory thing. We will be taking the valuation class, and price we can take a standard price. Let's say we will be taking as 100. Okay. So here this is the standard price. So here you can set the future price also, you can set from here. You can maintain the date from which date you want to change the price. So those kind of things you can maintain over here. So that's all in the accounting view. Now if we click on enter, now if you click on enter, it will ask you to save the material first. Now click on yes. Now our material has been created. Here you can see the information bar. Here you can see the material is created, information is showing. Okay, so we have created this material right now we have created. Okay, so now let's understand some of the tables that is related to material master. Okay, then we will be closing today's session and we will be connecting in a new session. So let's go to a new screen. So first let's understand what is a table. Now here you have saved some of the data. Okay, you have created some of the data and you have saved that one, right? You have clicked on save and you have saved the data. So that data will be storing in some place. Okay, so that place is called as a table in SAP. So in the tables, it will be storing the data. So if you want to see the table information or table data, you have to go to a T code that is called AC16N. Okay, AC16, AC16N, there are different types of T codes are there. So you can go to, so AC16N is the good one. So you can go here. Okay, so here you can see it is asking for table. So it will ask you for if you are entering the table. So first table related to material master is Mara table. Okay, that is your client label table. So if you enter here, here you can see general material data will be stored in the Mara table. Which kind of data will be there? You can find the information, which fields will be there, which client, which material number, created on, created time, created by, last change, changed by, material complete status, maintenance status, material type. So these information you will be getting. So if I select on created on and I will be taking as today's date. Okay, I will take as today's date and I will click on execute. It will show me the material which are created today. Okay, so here you can see the first material is created by me. Okay, and this material has been created by some other person. Okay, so if I select this one, I will copy this one. I will put this one here, material number. I will be clicking on execute. If you double click on this one, here you can see the detailed display of the fields. Okay, client is 100. In 100 we have created. This is the material number and this is the created on date, created on time. This is who is created, when it is changed, who have changed it, completion status, okay, maintenance status. Here you can see the material type, industry sector. Here you can see the material group, base unit of measure. So these information you can see. Okay, purchasing value key. Here you can see the gross weight, net weight. We have not given it, so it is not showing over here. Okay, so here you can find all of the table content. So what this table will contain, which information. Okay, so this is the first table. Here you can see the general material data. Next table is MARC. Okay, this is the plant data. So here you can see the plant data of material. So same material, if we enter over here, we can see the different fields. Here you can see the plant. Here we can see the valuation category, batches. So these information we can get on which are in the plant label. Those information we can get from the material. If you execute this one, double click on here. So here you can find the detailed information about the material based on the plant label. Client, material, plant, maintenance status. Here you can see the batch management. Here you can see the purchasing group. Here you can see the plant delivery time, GR processing time, period indicator. Here you can see the lot sizing, procurement type. These information we have not given yet. So that's why it is not coming over here. Okay. So maximum lot size, fixed lot size. There are different kinds of information which will be stored in the plant label. Okay. So now this is the MARC table. Now next table is MARD table. So MARD is basically storage location data. So here you will be finding all of the data that is related to storage location. So if we enter this material number again, So here you can find, this is the material number, plant, storage location, maintenance status, what is the current period, current year, current period. Here you can see the physical inventory block. So stock and transfer, quality inspection, stock details, you can find all of this information related to your storage location. Now, next table is MBEW. Okay. So this is the material valuation. So valuation means accounting, in the accounting view, whatever things we have seen, that will be come in your MBEW. If you enter the same over here, here you can see the valuation area, valuation type. Here you can see the total stock, total value, price control, moving price, standard price, price unit. So these are the things we have seen in the accounting one view. If you have not paid focus on it or paid attention into it, just go back to the video and see again. Okay, whatever the things are there in the accounting one view. So those kind of things you can find. So standard price, here you can see. So here you can see this is the client material valuation area. That is our plant. So standard price 1000. Okay, have we taken 1000 or 100? Okay, we'll see. So it is showing as standard price as 1000. So okay, so these are related to, these are four tables which will be major tables for your material master, but there are a lot of tables are there which is related to your material master. You have to, whenever you are working or when you start working, you will be, once you are working on it, you will be familiar with the other tables also, but these tables are mandatory. So now if you want to see that material, how you can see that? We will go to slash and mm03. Okay, so here I can enter the material, just enter it. So we will just see the material price. Okay, storage location, take this one. Okay, price we have taken as 100, but it is showing as 1000 rupees in the table. So we need to see what is the issue over there. Okay, so we will see that in a later phase. So this is all about today's class. So try to create some materials on your own. If you have any doubts, then just ping in the comment section. Mention in the comment section if you have any doubt, if you have any questions or anything. And WhatsApp and Telegram group link is there in the description. If you want to join, if you have any doubts, you can join there and you can ask your questions. So that's it for today. We will be meeting up again in next class. Till then, bye bye and take care.